And finally, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is getting stuck in unhealthy relationships that have no future. Now, this is a little bit uncomfortable topic because, well, you may be thinking, all right, it's easy to talk about those situations, but it's much tougher when you have one of those situations, right? And I know what you mean because I used to have those situations myself in my life. But you see, the problem is that many people, they enter different relationships, everything is going very well, and then suddenly things stop working out. Now, obviously, you want to work on that relationship, but sometimes you get to the point where there is a wall and you realize that there is no future. You simply know for a fact that things will not get better. Maybe you are going this direction in life, but perhaps your partner has totally different aspirations, different value system, different belief system, and they are going that direction. So you know that things will end at some point. But for some reason, we get stuck in those relationships. And it's very simple, actually. You know, the fear of rejection, the fear of being alone, you know, that strange feeling, you know, the thought that they may have somebody else, and you feel that jealousy even though you don't really want to be with them, and so on. So we have all of those feelings, and it's easier to stay in that comfortable situation, in that relationship with a person you know, rather than saying to yourself, well, I'm just going to embrace the unknown and I'm just going to go for it. It's not easy, and I know about it. But I see that many people waste so much of their lives getting stuck in unhealthy relationships just for the sake of feeling safe. But that feeling of security is just a perception, it's not the reality. Because if you are going different directions, well, it's going to end at some point anyway. And I believe that it's better if it ends now than after 5 or 10 years. So maybe when you have a family together, when you have kids together. So again, I know that it's not easy to, talk about this subject because obviously I can stand here in front of the camera and tell people, hey, you should quit unhealthy relationships. But once you are attached to that person, once you have all of that sentiment, it's much tougher, right? But I believe that it's important. And I had this situation, I broke up with my ex, and I gotta tell you, for a few months I felt like shit. For a few months I would question myself, and I would say to myself, maybe I made the wrong decision, maybe that was a mistake. But later on, because of the fact that we decided to break up, I explored so many new opportunities in my life. My business went like this. I started traveling, exploring the world, and I got so many great opportunities that otherwise wouldn't be available to me, right? So I believe that when you are, not only in your 20s, anytime, when you are stuck in unhealthy relationship, when you've been trying everything to work on it, to make it better, but you feel this wall, you feel like it's not going anywhere, it's better to say to yourself, well, I'm gonna suffer in short term so I can basically live a great life in long term.